Okay, so now, okay, you tell me. What is good? Let's start with what is good. What is good in this introduction? Hmm. Tell me, like, why this introduction? Why is it good? Hmm. What do you think? Why do you think it's good? Like your ideas. Healthy diets are essential part if we are to have a good quality life. If we plant these like values in our children from a young age, it will be easier for them live a healthy life when they grow up. When they grow up, since the children spend a lot of time in school, it will be viable, like if teachers teach them about healthy habits. So here we have the opinion, right? Here, like, you mentioned the opinion, which is good. It's so good. So, and like, you don't get out, you don't get drifted, you didn't speak about any historical background, you didn't, like, stick to the point. So, healthy diets are essential part. It's better to say an integral part, an integral part. If we are to have a good quality life, like, if we are going to lead, we can say if we lead a good quality lives, like if we blend these values. What are these values? I mean, these values refers to what? The word these values refer to what? We speak about healthy diets. Okay, so when we say if we plant these values in our children, we feel like these values, like it's like this word here, the choose word here is like too big to speak about healthy diets. You can say if we blend this notion, this idea in our children from a young age, like at a young age, or you can say at a young age, comma here. Like here, remember, we use comma after dependent clauses. Like if you study well, comma. Uh, when I saw her, comma. After I finished my work, comma. You know, you see. So here you're supposed to add comma here. Otherwise, the sentence will be run-on sentence. So we're supposed to add comma here. It will be easier for them to live. It will be easier for them to live a healthy life when they grow up. Okay. Since the children spend a lot of time in school, like it's better say at school, like comma again here, comma here. It would be viable if teachers, this one should be plural, teachers teach, it will be like too much. Teachers teach, you can say if teachers like instruct them or encourage them. So try not to use, for example, students study, teachers teach, workers work. So like it is not a good point in your teach statement. Teach them about healthy habits. So in general, this one is good. It is concise but precise. Just remember to add comma after dependent clauses, and like teachers make it plural. And here you forgot to write the word too. And by the way, in the exam, like they won't read every single word. As I told you, they don't have time for that. But I mean, like in general, just pay attention to such points. We can say teachers instruct them about, or can tell them about, or encourage them to have like healthy habits or healthy diets. It's healthy diet. So here, this one should be healthy habits or healthy diet, and this one also should be healthy diet because healthy habits is too general. Healthy diet habits is too general. The word healthy habits is too general here in the topic. We don't speak about healthy habits. Okay, in general, good. This one from the very beginning is so short. Yes, I said like, yeah, two sentences, but this one is too short. I said like, this is the basic two sentences that you can add. Money is an aspect of life that the majority of people strive to acquire. Money is not, it's not an aspect of life. Money is like a source, like source of living. You can say money is what, you can write money is what the majority of people strive to acquire. It will be much better than an aspect of life. You see, money is what the majority of people strive to acquire or to get or to gain or to make or to earn. Although here we have H, although money guarantees pleasure. This is pleasure, pleasure. This is a spelling mistake, allowing the person to buy what they want. Money doesn't guarantee happiness. So here we have, although money guarantees pleasure, allowing people to buy what they want, comma, we should add comma here. Okay, so this is the third time. Remember to add comma after dependent clauses. What are dependent clauses in English? What are dependent clauses? Like I'll give you an example here of dependent clauses. Like if I said, for example, like although money like can create, for example, like happiness. Okay, this is not is oh sorry. Happiness can create happiness. This one is not a complete sentence. This one is not a complete sentence. And so we can never add full stop. And again, we can never like continue, like although money can create happiness, a lot, for example, we can say a lot of the wealthy or like wealthy people People are miserable, for example. So here we have this one, like this sentence here, we'll see, like we should add W here. So here we have in this sentence, we have, also should be capitalized because the beginning of the sentence. So here we have this one, we have this one here. Uh, we have here two sentences. One of them, or two clauses. This one in English we call it dependent. Why dependent? Because it can stand alone. I can never say, although money can create happiness, and keep stop, like and keep quiet. It doesn't make any sense. People won't understand it. I can never say, before I went home, what happened? After electricity went out, what happened? If you do your best, what will happen? You see, so here these sentences or these clauses are not complete. So we're supposed to add comma after them. And this comma is not optional, it's obligatory. It's obligatory. Otherwise, the sentence will be run-on sentence. Okay, so just pay attention to this point. So here, although money guarantees pleasure, allowing the person or allowing people to buy what they want, forget about want. Like you can just what they desire, what they like, want to have, want already is written here. Comma here, money doesn't guarantee happiness. Guarantee and guarantee is like, should we can write warranty, and even guarantee is spelled incorrectly. Like I respect like the one who wrote this one. Why? Because of different reasons. Number one, like he's like writing as if he were in the test, and I'm sure that he wrote it maybe within maybe less than 10 minutes. Like each introduction took him about 8 minutes. But he did not check any spelling, which is good because I'd like you to always like to have the to be like in the picture when it comes to like your spelling and so on. So just to try to pay attention to such spelling. Like if you don't know how to write them, look them up and memorize them before the test. And here you have this one. Although money can, you mean like money can create happiness for a short time, like in the short term, not in the long term, right? So you can say this one. Money can create like short term, like, happiness, short term happiness, but like it is not a guarantee, a long term guarantee. So this one, this introduction is good, but it is like kind of too short. By the way, you can write in the test. If you write in the test and just to change a little bit, you can have 7. I mean, like some essays can take 7 if the introduction is only 2 sentences. But the thesis should be stronger. Historical, you can see historical buildings are considered a crucial part of any country's history. Like here again, we call it with this is an idiom. Crucial is good, but you see an integral part. And it's not wrong to say that are considered integral part of any country's history. Like here we have apostrophe S, countries. These buildings provide a glimpse. This is a spelling mistake here of how mankind used to live in the past, what their customs where and what are their beliefs. Here, like you were good, like how mankind used to live in the past, what their customs were, and what their beliefs were. You can see what their customs and beliefs were, but this what are their beliefs? This is we have here two mistakes. This one is not a direct question. This one, what are their beliefs? Beliefs is spelling mistake. Do you remember I told you we write I before E. In general, we write I before E. Believe, Belief, beliefs. And by protecting these structures, these must be followed by a plural word. These and those must be followed by a plural noun. Okay, a plural noun. By protecting these, here we add comma. Like you hate the comma so much. Like please, I'd like you to insert comma when you need it. Like, insert the comma when it's needed. So we can learn much more about them. So here, like the introduction is good, but remember here, like should be what their beliefs were or what they used to think. Can say how mankind used to live, how they used to think, to live, to think, and to believe. To live, think, and believe. It could be one sentence, but it's like this structure is good, but just pay attention to this one. And there, THEIR, yes. So, and by protecting, and don't start a sentence with and. A C statement shouldn't start with and. So you can just remove and, like write by protect. You can say therefore. You can write therefore, and then comma, by protecting these structures. The structures should be plural. Like you should add S here, and then you should add comma. Like here, you should like remove and instead, like you can write, for example, like here you can write therefore. Okay, you can write therefore, comma, and then you can just continue here, like structure should, like here you are supposed to add S, structures, okay, S, and here you are supposed to add comma after it, because this is a prepositional phrase. We can learn much more about them or about the past. It's better to write about the past, okay? So all in all, it's good. Like, I mean, just remember the possessive S here, and remember, like, if you would like to use the word parts, better to use an integral part. Okay, so would you like to add do you have any comments would you like to add? Any of you, would you like to have any, do you have any comments? Any other comments like would you like to add to improve the quality of such introductions? Yes or no? Okay. Okay. Now let's continue another one. Let's see another one. Like here we have another introduction. So, like this one, I'd like to delete it. We have them here. Yes. Now here again, like all buildings are considered for some people. Like this one, you can say some people consider old building like a disaster that destroys the view. Yeah. In fact, it needs they. Remember when we refer to a plural noun, if like whether things or people, we're supposed to use like a plural pronoun. They only need renovation as they act like a gate for our history. If we knock, we said that demolish them down, we can say remove ed, and we can say if you demolish them down, we will lose our identity and an important factor of tourism. We can say important source of tourism. Okay, so it's good. Like here, at least like you mentioned your opinion, so it's good. But this one, the opinion here is kind of spoken more than written. Remove small and big. Remove like small and big and like beside your family. Like don't say right beside your family. If you have a good family, if you enjoy your family company, so it's better than to be so say. And here also have the word rich, so this one is band 5. This one is band 5, and it's better try to attain achievement or to accomplish some achievements. Okay, yeah. So now let's see another one. Let's see another example of introduction. Here we have this one, talking to children about diets and healthy foods. Healthy food, right? So the be food is so important. Again, the word important is not wrong, but it's overused. This rule should be taken by teachers, parents, or both of them. Healthy, this is a new sentence, so it should be capitalized. Healthy diets are so helpful to make children's possessive s grow healthy. We can award them. The word mostly speaking is used as a passive word, like they were awarded such a prize. Them for such a good action as eating healthy food. It's food, right? I think parents should talk to their children about that because they stay more time with them. They spend more time with them. So what do you think of this? What do you think of this introduction? Mm. Tell me your opinion. Mm. Yes, tell me your opinion. I'd like to use it as speaking and written at the same time, like speaking and writing at the same time. So can you please tell me your opinion? What do you think? How can you improve this one? The good thing about this introduction that here we don't add the a lot. So we don't say the children, which is good. Here we don't say the teachers, which is so good, or the parents, which is so good. So very good. Very good. Like the one who this one is really good. But like here, um, like what's like missing here? Like I think parents should talk to their children about that, about healthy food. This is the C statement. So don't write about that. Write about healthy food, about healthy diets. Okay. Because they stay more time with them. If you're going to add the reasons here, so it means that you're going to have only one body. So just add one more reason, because like the time is spent with them, more time is spent with them because of the more time is spent with them, and you can say it is their responsibilities. So here you are supposed to add an extra reason, because if you just mention this one, it means you have only one reason. So you're going to write it in one body and that's all. So it's not enough. You see, so or you can start here. Like I think parents should talk to their children about healthy diets. That's it. Okay, if you like to continue because, which is so good, but like here, if you write because, you should add an extra reason. You should have added an extra reason. So that you know that the first body is about like the time they spent with them, and the second body would be about like it is their responsibility and it's the difficulty. It will be unfair to assign teachers like the task of teaching the children the academic stuff and teaching them morals and teaching them healthy habits. And like let's be realistic. How many students are there in the classroom? How many students are there in each classroom? What do you think? How many students are there? Hmm. Yeah, this one is correct, and this one is correct, and this one is correct. Yes. So how many students are there in the classroom? Let's say that students in the classroom the number of students in the classroom ranges from, let's say, 19, 19 or 20 till maybe 40 or 60, Sometimes I don't know, but I heard 70, I know that they don't attend school anymore. Like students now, I guess now, they don't attend school, they don't go to school anymore. But in general, let's say it will be unfair to assign teachers the responsibility of teaching children about their their lessons, about their morals, about their healthy habits. Yes, teachers should speak, but like it shouldn't be an obligation. So we can say parents, like everyone is responsible for his or her children. And like if we find, for example, a person, a bad person, people do not usually blame teachers, they blame their parents. They blame the parents of this person. They think that person is not raised in a good way. They don't blame their teachers, they or his or her teachers. They blame the parents. So logically speaking, parents are responsible for their children. How many children do they have? One or two or three or four? But they don't like teachers in each class. They have maybe 20 or 30. So how come? Still, you can also mention that teachers have the power. Like teachers are powerful. Some children do not listen to their parents; they listen to their teachers. So you can write that teachers play a role, but it shouldn't be an obligation. Okay. And in thesis, if you like to add reason, at least add two reasons, and don't write about that. That is weak. About that, it's weak. This is the thesis. So write about healthy diets. Okay. And the word award, usually speaking, is used as a passive word. Like, he was awarded, like, it's a certificate and so on. Okay. So, and this one should be start with a capital letter. And this one should be taken by teachers, parents, or both of them, or can be taken. Oh yeah, should also it works here. And this one, food, not foods. And this one, write down key or vital or effective or influential or significant or instrumental. Like just remove the word important. And by the way, you like the word them a lot. It's supposed to be there. We use them only in two places. After the action verb, I told them, and after proposition, for them, with them, about them. Yes, money is one important factor. One important factors. So you can never say one important factors. One, the word one should be followed by an important, a singular noun. So an important factor in our life. We amazing. Semicolon here is so good. We have an ability to buy our food. Food, food, it's food and drinks, buy it. We don't have to say what you can say you can afford. You can say it enables us. It enables us to buy whatever we want. It enables us to buy the necessities, our what we need. Don't write by it. It's like it's redundant. Money can't buying everything. Money can't buy everything. But then here you can write. It's better here to add a transitional word. But however, yet it can't buy everything as it can't buy happiness. The word can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, do, does, did, must, let, and make. If we use verbs after them, they should be the base form. So you can say as it can't buy happiness. However, this is a strong, however, is strong, a strong conjunctive adverb. So before it, you should add full stop or a semicolon, and after it, you're supposed to add a comma. However, some people think that much money will arrive happiness. No, will create happiness to them. No, we don't remove to them. Can make them happy, can make them elated. Others think that happiness arrives people. No, this one, like, you don't think in Arabic. Don't think in Arabic. People who, like, we use which with things. People who, not people which who do not seek for it. This is redundant still. I think the second point of view is more correct. Yeah, this one is good, but it's not too good. Like, it's not that good. Like here, like, this is your opinion. So you can just remove the second point of view and just write, I totally believe that happiness, people can be happy. Happiness arrive people which do not seek for it. It means احنا كده طلعنا بره الموضوع خالص. هو الموضوع money is like the cause of happiness. Money makes people happy. So you think others, they think that happiness arrive people like people who don't seek happiness feel happy? Or you mean money? Like, you mean like here, seek for it refers to money. It refers to happiness or refers to money? Does it refer to happiness or it refers to money? Here, like, this is like, they call it what? They call it ambiguous pronoun. Like what? I will give you an example. If I said Ali and Ahmed were playing and he broke his leg. He broke his leg. Ali and Ahmed were playing football, and while they were playing, like, he broke his leg. He refers to whom in this sentence? If I said this one, you see, this is an example of an ambiguous pronoun. Like here, if I said, for example, like and Ahmed, Ali and Ahmed were playing football when he broke his leg. It refers to whom? The word he refers to whom here in this sentence? What do you think? Ali. Why Ali? Why Ali? It could be Ahmed as well. In Arabic, it is not in English, like English grammar is not the same as the Arabic grammar, you see? So here it could be referring to Ali, it could be referring to Ahmed. So whose mother will be worried? Whose mother will be worried? We don't know. Like, we don't specify. So I can see when the latter broke his leg, The latter here referring to Ahmed, or when the former broke his leg, referring to Ali. But in this sentence, we don't know. This is in English as an example of related to pronouns. It's called an ambiguous pronoun. يعني الضمير الغامض. Here, like the same applies here. Like here, this one. Happiness reach, let's say happiness happens to people, or like people, the whole sentence need to be like changed. But like here, it refers to happiness, like people who don't think about happiness, like eventually, uh, like they get it eventually, or people like who do not seek money, like they don't look for money, or like they don't chase money, like receive happiness eventually. So it here refers to money or happiness. So this one here is ambiguous, and even this is not a, it's not a good statement. I think the second point of view is more correct. This one, no, it's not, because the second point of view is not even clear. So the thesis, though, do not write, I believe the second point of view is correct. Don't write this one. It's weak. It's weak. It's band 5. Even if you mention second point of view, in that case, don't mention second point of view, like make it your opinion. I do believe that so and so. It will be much better. Law can protect some old places that, no, remember here. Yes, I loved it here. When you use the comma here, I loved it. Why? Because like you use it to connect to complete sentences, which is so good. Remove S here. Factors, remove S. But here, remember, we don't use commas like, in that way. We don't use commas here. Law can protect some old buildings that help the government to get hard currency from tourists who visit these places. Okay, so here now I'd like you to participate with me. How can we correct this one, like one by one? If you have any idea, let me know. Here we have a number of mistakes. How can we correct them? Like let me know. Like tell me, how can we correct this one? Do you see any mistakes here? Mm, I'm waiting for your response. Do you see any mistakes here? Mm, Anyone in this one? I'd like to tell me about this one. I will start. I will tell you one mistake. The first mistake here, yes, let's see. Whose, whose, whose visit? Yeah, whose is wrong. It should be whose, like this one. Whose visit? Like it should be whose, WHOSE. Very good. What else? What else? What do you see? Very good, Ahmed. Yes, very good. What else? What do you see? What else? Here, I will tell you one thing, like until you think. Here, like you see this semicolon. I told you, yes, I always speak about semicolon because believe me, Allah, it is so good. But in English, I know that you use it a lot in programming, but in English, it is so overrated. We don't use semicolon in this place. We use like, here even, I'd like to do something before that. When you use that as a relative pronoun, we don't use anything before it. It's essential. How can I put it that way? What's the difference between that and which? إيه الفرق ما بين that و which? Who knows? What's the difference between that and which? And I know that you will say that can be used to refer to people. I can say people that or things that. Yes. And another thing, what's the difference between that and which? When are we supposed to use that and when are we supposed to use which? Let's see. Too dangerous. Too dangerous. Helps. Yes. Here you speak about mistakes. Laws can protect some old people. Okay, laws, we should add S here. And law, it should be A, law, L-A, laws. No, like now. Now I'm asking you a question, try to answer it. What's the difference? Laws, yes, like here we have this one. And this semicolon, so it shouldn't be used in the middle of the sentence, except in one case only. But in general, we use it to join two complete sentences. We use it to complete two sentences. But my question is, what's the difference between that and which? Who knows? Which is used with amazing. Very good, Abdurrahman. Very good, Abdurrahman. Yes, which is used with non-essential clauses, but that is excellent. What does it mean? Yes, very good, Abdurrahman. This is a perfect answer. So what does it mean? It means when we use which, we use comma before which, but when we use that, we don't use comma. Remember, I told you today, like if there are any non-essential groups of words, we set them off using commas. Why? Because they're not important. They're non-essential. They might include the definition of a word before them. Okay, but that when we use that, we're not supposed to use a comma before that. Why? Because it introduces essential